Hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ndiyanamkela kuhlelo olutsha lwe-African Xhosa ASMR ASMR namkelekile kuhlelo lwethu lwanamhlanje. Namkelekile. My name is Zulu. Welcome. You know, this channel is about all things Africa, all things South Africa, all things African culture, African traditions, African music, African languages. So I've taught you a lot about the Xhosa culture. The what? The Xhosa culture. And today I wanted to do something different, something out of the ordinary. Yes, you. I wanted to teach you a different language, and then I thought to myself, and I said, you know what? Let me teach you the neighboring language to isiXhosa. And in today's video, I will be teaching you, yes, you, isiZulu. Zulu, Z-U-L-U, Zulu. Wow, this is a very identical language to isiXhosa, and for that reason, if you understand isiXhosa, you technically also understand isiZulu. However, there are a few word differences every now and then. And today I will also be explaining those to you so that you can understand the differences and the similarities. But before we get started, I just want to make an example or just explain the main difference. The main difference is that Zulu is a breathy language. Like, it's a breathy language. There's a lot of when you're listening to it, as opposed to isiXhosa. isiXhosa is like, it's a punching language, not like, like the words are articulated to the T. You articulate to the T. In isiZulu, like you're flowing through it. If you understand what I mean. Let me make an example using a common word that we all use. Mother in isiXhosa. When you're saying mother, you say mama. Articulate to the T, everything is done. But when you're saying mother in isiZulu, uma, ma, it's breathy, ma. And if you're saying father in isiXhosa, tata, articulate, you're done to the T. Punchline, and you're done. But in isiZulu, it becomes breathy. Baba. Baba. It's breathy. So I hope you guys understand kind of what I mean by breathy and to the T, punchline. And you will get to see that or explore it as I'm explaining it. In the Xhosa language, obviously there are more clicks, than in the Zulu language in terms of different words and so on and so forth. Now, with all that explanation, I think let's get started. Let's get started. I will be teaching you these from an article called Xhosa, the Heart of Zululand. And then it says Len Zulu. The Zulu language is referred to as isiZulu and is the most widely spoken home language of the 11 official languages in South Africa. The word Zulu means heavens or the sky, and AmaZulu are the people of heaven. How beautiful is that? So in South Africa we have 11 official languages. Not anymore. As of a few months earlier this year, sign language has officially been introduced as the 12th official language in South Africa. So what that means is that isiZulu is the number one widely spoken language in South Africa out of the 12 official languages in the country. There was someone I once spoke with, and they said they are just puzzled by the fact that the Khoisan language is not an official language in South Africa, yet it is the oldest, one of the oldest languages in the country. Our ancestral language is one of our ancestral languages, yet it's not part of the official languages. And languages like isiXhosa were actually derived from Khoisan language, yet it's not an official language. And the word Xhosa itself is a Khoisan language word meaning angry man in the Khoisan language. The Khoisan language is very difficult and contains more clicks than isiXhosa. But anyway. Now back to isiZulu. IZulu is the sky. IZulu is the sky both in Xhosa and in isiZulu. Zulu sky, Zulu heaven, and it's a beautiful name. And then Len isiZulu. With over 11 million Zulu people in KwaZulu-Natal, it is useful to know a few words and phrases to help you communicate and get by. Yes, number one language is isiZulu. The second one is isiXhosa, the widely spoken language. Then the third one is English. Those are the top 3 languages widely spoken in South Africa. And then isiZulu is widely spoken where? In the KwaZulu-Natal province of South Africa, and that's where it originates from. KwaZulu Natal, Zulu Natal. So basically, yes. And I'm pretty sure you know where isiXhosa originates from. isiXhosa, Eastern Cape. If you didn't know that, I'm low-key judging you. How dare you? Anyway, it says this page has a few tips of learning isiZulu and a few phrases that are sure to be useful to you during your visit to us, Xhosa, Zululand. Now, greeting is very, very important. It's a very important part of human interaction everywhere in the world. Here are some basic greeting phrases used in isiZulu. In South Africa, It is very important that you greet everybody you meet on the street. It does not matter whether you know them or you don't. It is considered very respectful to greet people or even strangers on the road. It's like we looked like that's put on a pedestal. It's regarded as the highest form of respect in South Africa. If you're entering into a room that is filled with people or with someone, you have to greet everybody before you start interacting with them. You don't go to that person you want to interact with. You have to greet everybody before you proceed. More especially if you're meeting an elderly person on the street, you always greet them. If it's a mother, molo mama. If it's a father, molo tata. If it's a brother, molo buti. If it's a sister, molo sisi. If it's a child, molo mtwana. Always greet each other like that. In our culture, always greet each other like that in our country. So yeah. Now, how do you greet in isiZulu? In isiZulu, when you want to say hello, hi, hello, but to one person, what do you say? Sawubona, sawubona, hello. One person, singular. Hello, sawubona, sawubona. Multiple people, sanibonani, sanibonani, like hello to you all, hello to you all, sanibonani. And then if you're asking, how are you? Unjani, how are you? Unjani. And then if it's multiple people, ninjani, which is the same way of greeting or asking how are you in Xhosa. You also say unjani. But in isiZulu, when you're saying hello to one person, sawubona. In Xhosa, you do not say sawubona, you say molo. But if it's multiple people, in isiXhosa, you say molweni. Molweni. In isiZulu, you do not say that. You say sanibonani, sanibonani. Ukubona is to see. Ndiyakubona, I see you. Sanibonani is more like I see you. I see you. That's the direct meaning of it. And then if you want to say I am well, how are you? Ngisaphila, wena unjani? Ngisaphila, wena unjani? Okanye ngiyaphila, wena unjani? Which is different from isiXhosa. isiXhosa, you don't say ngiyaphila, you say ndiyaphila. You see the breathy part, the G, which makes it breathy, in Xhosa has been replaced with D. In Xhosa, ndiyaphila. In isiZulu, ngiyaphila. The D doesn't make it breathy, but the G makes it breathy, which is what makes it different. And then when you say, what is your name? What is your name? Ngubani igama lakho? Ngubani igama lakho? Which is the same as Xhosa. Ngubani igama lakho? And then my name is igama lami ngu. Igama lami ngu. And then you mention your name. Igama lami ngu, which is slightly different to Xhosa in a breathy context. In isiZulu, igama lami ngu, and then you mention your name. But isiXhosa, you say igama lam. You don't say me, you end it you don't add the I. The I makes it breathy, but then the M just like, puts a halt to it. So igama lam ngu, and then you mention it. In isiZulu, igama lami ngu, and then you mention your name. And then in isiZulu, how can I help you? How can I help you? It says ngingakusiza ngani. Ngingakusiza ngani. Ukusiza is to help. Siza, ukusiza is to help. But in isiXhosa, we do not say ukusiza. We do not use that. What do we say? If we want to say, how can I help you? Ndingakunceda njani. Ndingakunceda njani. Ukunceda is to help. That's where now we have the click. In Zulu, you do not use the word kunceda njani. Ukunceda is ukusiza. You see, ukusiza, siza, like breathy. In isiXhosa, that breathiness has been replaced with a click. Click. Ndingakunceda njani. That's Xhosa. Ngingakusiza njani. That is Zulu. And then if you want to say goodbye to a person who's leaving, if someone is leaving and then you're saying goodbye to the person who is leaving, you say hamba kahle, hamba kahle, hamba kahle. In isiXhosa, it's quite similar. It says uhambe kakuhle, uhambe kakuhle. In Zulu, hamba kahle, hamba kahle. The K has been cut short, like minimized, and then it makes it breathy. But in Xhosa, uhambe kakuhle, uhambe kakuhle. In Zulu, hamba kahle, hamba kahle, hamba kahle. Do you get it? Okay. Now, if you want to say goodbye and you are the one who's leaving, yes, you. I'm talking about you. You are the one who's leaving and you want to say goodbye. What do you say? You say sala kahle, sala kahle, sala kahle, which is more like stay well, stay well, sala kahle. But in isiXhosa, a K has been introduced to just put a halt to the breathiness of the sentence, which says usale kakuhle, usale kakuhle. Zulu, sala kahle, sala kahle. In Xhosa, usale kakuhle, kakuhle. In Zulu, kahle, kahle, kakuhle, kahle. And then if you want to say good luck, good luck, good luck, you say ngikufisela inhlahla, ngikufisela inhlahla, ngikufisela inhlahla. Ukufisela is to wish somebody. In isiXhosa, we do not use the word ukufisela. We have a clicky word to wish. Ukunqwenela, ukunqwenela, ukunqwenela is to wish. Ndikunqwenelela inhlahla. And then in Zulu, ngikufisela inhlahla. Ukunqwenela, ukufisela. In Zulu, that's where the difference lies as well. And then if you want to say have a safe journey, have a safe journey. Ube nohambo oluhle, ube nohambo oluhle, ube nohambo oluhle, which is, we say the same thing in the Xhosa language as well. So do you get how things sound? Xhosa more clicky and less breathy, Zulu more breathy, and there are clicks every now and then, but fewer and all that. And the most common click in the Zulu language is the C click. Let's continue and see. Now let's make a hypothetical example. Let's say we have John and Peter, and then they are meeting each other. John would say, "Sawubona Peter, sawubona Peter," and then Peter would reply back and say, "Yebo, sawubona." Yebo means like yes, hello to you too. And like sawubona, like I told you, is more like I see you, I see you, I see you. So it's more like I see you, John. Yes, I see you too, Peter. That would be the direct meaning of that, but it's a greeting, of course. And then John would say kunjani or unjani because it's one person, not ninjani. And then Peter would say ngisaphila wena unjani, which means I'm fine and how are you doing? And then if it will multiple people, sisaphila nina ninjani. And then John would reply back and say nami ngisaphila, which means I am also fine. And now a few phrases that may be of use to anyone wishing to have a basic Zulu conversation. Zulu conversation. What are they? What are they? Well, the basic Zulu expressions include yes. Yes is yebo. Yebo. Yebo means yes. Yebo, yes. In Xhosa, we do not say yebo, we say ewe, yes. Ewe, yes. Zulu, yebo, meaning yes. And then in isiZulu, when you want to say no, 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 that's when you get the click. That's when you get the click. The C click, like I've mentioned, it's the most common Zulu click, the C click. And no in Zulu is ha, ha, ha. That's C-H-A, ka, ka, ka. And in isiXhosa, when you say no, you say hi, hi, hi. I, you do not use the word ka. Ka is Zulu. And then please, please, you say ngiyacela, 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 please. Or ngiyacela, may I please have, or I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, ngiyacela. In isiXhosa, because it's N-G-I, ngi, yacela. In the Xhosa language, the G has been replaced with a D. The G makes it breathy, ngi, yacela. In Xhosa, you do not say ngi, you say ndi, ndi, yacela, D, use the D, ndi, yacela. And then if you want to say help, help me, in isiZulu you say Caesar, 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 help, 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 Caesar. But if you want to say people, help me, people, anybody help me, you say Caesani, Caesani. Caesar is like plural and Caesani is like Caesar, sorry, is singular, and then Caesani is plural. Caesani is plural. In isiXhosa, you do not use Caesar. I know it might sound like in this video I'm like using different words and saying you say this in this language, you say this in this language, and to you it may seem like they're different. Maybe most of the common words are different, but the languages when you're speaking them are not that different. I hope they don't, you don't think that they're different. Anyway, back to Xhosa. When you say help, you do not say Caesar or Sizani. You say ncedani, ncedani, plural, ncedani, and then singular, nceda, 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 help. When you want to say danger, ingozi, 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 which in Xhosa you still use the same word, ingozi. And then emergency, kuyaphuthuma, 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 emergency, kuyaphuthuma. In isiXhosa you say what do you say? Ngokukhawulezileyo, ngokungxamisekileyo, or ngokukhawulezileyo okanye ngokungxamisekileyo, okungxamisekileyo or okukhawulezileyo. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, or I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Uxolo, 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 which is used both in the Zulu and the Xhosa language, meaning excuse me or I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Uxolo, uxolo. And then we have I'm sorry. Like uxolo is more like sorry, like sorry. And then if you want to be direct, I'm sorry, I am sorry. Or which is more like I apologize, I apologize, is ngiyaxolisa, 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 which is still similar to Xhosa. The only difference is that the G once again has been replaced with the D, and you say ndiyaxolisa, ndiyaxolisa. And then we have I love you, I love you. I love you is ngiyakuthanda, ngiyakuthanda. Once again, same as the Xhosa language, only different. Switch the G with the D. Ndiyakuthanda, ndiyakuthanda. Xhosa. Ngiyakuthanda is Zulu. Now let's move on to counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now I'm gonna be counting in Zulu. Kunye, 1. Kubili, 2. Kuthathu, 3. Kune, 4. Uhlanu, 5. Yisithupha, 6. Yisikhombisa, 7. Yisishiyagalombili, 8. Yisishiyagalolunye, 9. Yishumi, 10. Kunye, inye in Xhosa. Kubili, zimbini in Xhosa. Kuthathu, zintathu in Xhosa. Kune, zine in Xhosa. Kuhlanu, zinhlanu in Xhosa. Yisithupha, yesithandathu in isiXhosa. Yisikhombisa, which is isixhenxe in Xhosa. Isixhenxe, isikhombisa, ukukhombisa is to show somebody, and a lot of people point like this. Isikhombisa, I'm pointing you with the number 7, right? So ukukhombisa, isikhombisa, number 7. Isixhenxe in Xhosa. And then isibhozo isibhozo in Xhosa, isibhozo, which is 8. In isiZulu, it's ishakalombili, which is 8. And then 9, ishakalolunye, which is 9. In isiXhosa, lithoba. And then yishumi, which is 10, which is lishumi in Xhosa as well. So that's basically 1 to 10 number counting. Now let's move on to the days of the week. In terms of days of the week, we have Monday, umsombuluko, Monday, umsombuluko. In Xhosa, you do not say umsombuluko, you say umvulo, ngomvulo, or umvulo. Umvulo meaning Monday, ngomvulo meaning on Monday. And then Tuesday, ulwesibili, which is similar to isiXhosa, but the L at the end has been replaced with N in Xhosa. In Xhosa, it's ulwesibini, and then ulwesibili is Zulu. Li in Zulu, ni in Xhosa. Li makes it more breathy than as compared to ni, because ni is down and li is like, up. Lwesibili Zulu, lwesibini Xhosa. And then we have ulwesithathu, which is the same as Xhosa, ulwesithathu. And then ulwesine, Thursday, same as the Xhosa language. And then Saturday, umgqibelo, still the same as the Xhosa language. And then Sunday is isondo, which in isiXhosa we do not use isondo. We use icawe. Isondo is a church, so which means more like church day, the direct meaning of that. And then in isiXhosa we say icawe once again, which is Sunday, also means church. I'm going to church, ndiya ecaweni. So Sunday, more direct meaning of it would be church day. Sunday, icawe in Xhosa, isondo in isiZulu. So there is a portion which says clicks in Zulu, and then they do have the X click. They do have to pronounce the lateral X. Place the tip of your tongue against the hard palate as if you were going to produce the N sound. Press one side of the tongue against the side of the jaw. Then, without shifting the tip of the tongue from the hard palate, withdraw the side sharply from the jaw. This sound differs from the other two, which is the X and the C click, in that the release takes place on the sides of the tongue and not at the front. This sound is sometimes made to express regret or to spur on a horse, like the sound you make when you're riding a horse. So yeah, and then they have the C click. The X click is Now let's move on to the C click. How do you pronounce that? To produce the dental click C, press the tip of your tongue against the front teeth and then withdraw it sharply, at the same time dropping the back of the tongue from the soft palate. This sound may be compared with the sound you would make when sucking something from your upper teeth. And then we have the Q click. To pronounce the palatal click Q, press the tip of your tongue against the front palate and then follow with the same procedure as with the C click. This sound may be compared with the sound of the person would make when trying to imitate the sound of a cork being pulled from a bottle. Now, I think I should name something else. I do not Zulu lesson. It's not giving me anything, it's just giving me numbers and the days of the week. Let's try to see if there's anything. It's just showing me courses. I don't want Zulu courses. I can speak Zulu, but I just want a guidance of what I can teach people on my channel. Oh my goodness. You have to be with me here. Let's just find something. I thought that was having more than that. It didn't have the thingy that I thought it had. Just had numbers and greetings, which are important, but we need more than that. We need more than that. All these are just like people can teach you Zulu online if you're interested in that. And if you would like me to teach you Xhosa as well, I'm also available for that. Drop me an email. My email address is on the About section in my channel, and there's also like my Instagram handle there as well. You can just drop me a DM and say, hey girl, could you please teach me Xhosa, or could you help me with this or something like that. Then I can be able to do that. Okay. Why is it saying courses? I don't want a course. Okay, best way to learn isiZulu. Let's just see. Oh no, it's not teaching anything. Okay, beginners words. I'm just saying words. Ayisana andiboni kwayona into ethetha apha mna. Like it's just showing me people who have Zulu courses. There's no article written about learning isiZulu. Okay, you know what? Let me just go to images and try to see if there are anything that I can This is taking longer than I anticipated. Okay, I found this interesting image. Hopefully you'll see it. It's mixing Zulu words with Xhosa words that one might find like difficult to differentiate, or the words that are most likely to make, makes one confused. So I think I should, show them to you. So In isiZulu, when you're drinking, to drink something, when you're drinking something, uyaphuza. You're drinking something, uyaphuza. And in isiXhosa, you do not phuza. What do you do in isiXhosa? Uyasela. Ngiphuza amanzi, I'm drinking water. That's Zulu. Ndisela amanzi, I'm drinking water. That's Xhosa. And then we have ugeza. Geza. In Zulu, ukugeza means go take a shower. No, go clean yourself. Ukugeza. In Xhosa, to take a shower is not ukugeza. It is to ukuhlamba. Ukugeza means something totally different though. Ukugeza means to go crazy in Xhosa. Uyageza, that means you're going crazy, or it means to be silly. If you're silly, they say uyageza. Like uyageza, you're silly. Uyageza, you are crazy. That's in isiXhosa. But in isiZulu, when they say uyageza, that means you're taking a shower, which is quite different. Even with ukuphuza in Xhosa could mean to kiss. In a way, yizaniphuze, it means come, let me give you a kiss. But in isiZulu, to drink. You know what I mean? But another way, usually, like the right word to use to kiss is to uncamisa, but sometimes it's used interchangeable with ukuphuza. I'm not sure if it's also used for the same reason as to kiss in Zulu, but I've seen people who speak Xhosa, more especially in the Ponaland, they use the word ukuphuza interchangeably with the word ukuncamisa, meaning to kiss, but in Zulu means to drink. So there's that difference. And then we have there just the way using these words, ukuhamba, which is to go. Ukuhamba is to go, and then ukuhamba in Xhosa. And then ukukhala is to cry, and in Xhosa it's still ukukhala. And then ukuhleka is to laugh, which is still ukuhleka even in isiXhosa. Now, let us see this one. Okay, maybe let's go back to that thing that was disappointing. But it's not just like teaching the words that I wanted. Okay. Okay. Talks about the word Funa, which means want. Funa means once. See how the prefix changes. It says ngi, meaning I. Ngi, I. Ngi, I. Just one person. In Xhosa, ndi, G, changes to a D. Ngi, Zulu, ndi, Xhosa. I, me. And then ngifuna ushukela. Ngifuna ushukela. Ngifuna, I want. Ushukela is sugar. In Xhosa, you wouldn't say ngifuna ushukela. When you're saying I want sugar, you would say ndi, G is replaced with a D. Ndifuna iswekile. Ndifuna iswekile. Iswekile in Xhosa is ushukela in isiZulu. And then we have u, which means you. U means you. He or she. You, he or she. U, just a you. Just a you. Just a you. U. And then it says ufuna ushukela. Ufuna ushukela. Ukufuna is to want. Ufuna ushukela. ufuna ushukela. You want sugar. You want sugar. But that is Zulu. And then in Xhosa, there's no ngi here because it's not one person. There's u. So the u still remains the same. Ufuna iswekile. Ufuna iswekile. You want sugar. Just a weird like sentences. And then si means we. Si is an S. I. Si means we. Me and you. Si. And then sifuna ushugela. Sifuna ushugela. We want sugar. We want sugar. And in isiXhosa, sifuna iswekile. Sifuna iswekile. The sifuna is still the same, and then iswekile is sugar. And then ba means they. Ba means they, which applies both to Xhosa and Zulu. Ba funa iswekile. They want sugar. They want sugar. And then pronunciation in Zulu. A as a father. What? B like a B in English, but lightly. Oh, A as a father, like A is A is in like father, A is in father, and then B like B in English, but lightly softer, B, and then a dental click as in when I explained it, and then D, that's C. That's C. Then D, breaking the voice before pronouncing as if it is the first sound in the word. D. And then S as in sand, and then F as in fat, and then G. I do not want to do this. Why is it so boring? I'm sorry about that. Let's go back to pictures and see if there's nothing interesting. Let's just learn family words in Zulu. And take it from there. Family words in Zulu. Now, family in isiZulu is umndeni. Family. In Xhosa, usapho. My family, umndeni wami, my family. In Xhosa, usapho lwam, my family. Parents, abazali. And then we have father, ubaba. In Xhosa you say utata. And then for mother you say umama. I guess they also say umama. I usually hear Zulu people saying, how ma, kwenzenjani, how ma, sawubona ma. They usually use ma, that's why it was like ma. But you also say umama. Sometimes I do not repeat the word when it's similar to Xhosa. I just read it once and just know that it applies both to the both languages. And then son, indodana. Daughter, indodakazi. Husband, umyeni. Wife, umfazi. Brother, umfowethu. Sister, udadewethu. Uncle, ubabomkhulu. Now, when it comes to uncles, it depends how they come. It depends whether they are older or younger than your father. And then when you say ubaba omkhulu, that means father's elder brother. Ubaba omkhulu, my father's elder brother. Ubaba omkhulu. And then your younger, your father's younger brother, ubaba omncane. Ubaba omncane. Ubaba omncane, meaning father's younger brother. In Xhosa, okay, and then we have umalume, meaning mother's brother, mother's brothers. Uma, is for mother. Ubaba, and so once you start with uba, just know it's someone who's related to your father, and then uma is someone who's related to your mother. We have the same concept in Xhosa. In Xhosa, your father's older brother, utatomdala, and then in isiZulu, ubabomkhulu. And then in isiXhosa, your father's younger brother, utatomncinci. That is your father's younger brother. And then in isiZulu, you don't say utatomncinci, you say ubabomncane. And in my case, my father is the oldest of all his siblings, so he's the oldest. Call him Tata. And then he has another brother and another brother and another brother. I don't call them Utato Mncane, all of them. I mean, he has 2 younger brothers. So in our culture, the middle brother is Utato Phakathi, which means the middle brother. Utato Phakathi, the middle brother. That's the first brother that he has after him. If he had an older brother, benza to utatomdala, but he doesn't have that. So he has I have utato phakathi, which means the middle father. And then the youngest brother, I call utatomncinci, and in isiZulu, ubabomncane. And then umalume is still same in the Xhosa. Umalume. Whether he's older or younger, what if they're related to your mother, it's always umalume. You rank them according to mncane, phakathi, all that, mdala, mkhulu, if they're related to your father. And then cousin, umzala, nephew, umchana, and then niece, umchana, niece, still umchana, and then grandparent, ugogo, nomkhulu. Ugogo is grandma, ugogo, grandma, umkhulu, grandpa, but in isiXhosa you say umakhulu, grandma, umakhulu, and then grandfather, utatomkhulu, which is now we use umkhulu here. Umkhulu means the big one, the big one, so the big father, okay, which means grandfather in the Xhosa language, but in Zulu it could mean your father's older brother. So yeah, and then after utatomkhulu in Zulu ugogo nomkhulu, utatomkhulu nomakhulu in isiXhosa. And then we have grandfather, umkhulu, umkhulu, grandfather, and then grandma, ugogo, which is umakhulu in Xhosa. Grandchildren, abazukulu, which we also say abazukulwana in Xhosa, grandson, umzukulu, and granddaughters also umzukulu in Xhosa, abazukulwana, grandchildren, umzukulwana, grandchild. Father-in-law, umukwe, which is the husband's father, umukwe. And then the wife's father, ubabazala. And then ubabazala, which is the wife's father in Xhosa, we say utatazala. And then we have mother-in-law, which is umkhwekazi. And then umamezala, the wife's mother, umamezala. But in Xhosa we say umamazala, not umamezala, umamazala. And then brother-in-law, umlamu. In isiXhosa you say sibari. Hey guys, ndixaka mna ngoku le nto ndiyacinga uba kubizwa nanjani, babiza nanjani abantu endibaziyo, like ndiyayicinga nje. Umkhwenyane ngubani? Umkhwenyane ngumfana ne watshatele emzini, ngumkhwenyane umfana. I think so, yeah. So yeah, that's the family people. Umndeni meaning family. Let's just say. And then now if you want to say I understand you, ngiyakuzwa. But in Xhosa you say ndiyakuva. And then I don't understand, I do not understand. You say angikuzwa. In Xhosa you say andikuva. And then this is not the correct word. Akusilo igama elifanele eli. And then don't leave me. Ungangishiyi. And then the G is replaced with the D in Xhosa, which is ungandishiyi. And then no problem. Akukho nkinga. No problem. And then I do not speak English. Or I do not speak Zulu. Let's just say I do not speak Zulu because maybe someone is speaking to you in Zulu and you just want to say, I don't understand you, okay? So I don't speak Zulu. If you don't speak Zulu, angisikhulumi isiZulu. Or you can just say angikhulumi. If you, let's say you want to say I don't speak French, for example, angisikhulumi isi-French. Angisikhulumi whatever language. Angisikhulumi mean I do not speak. Once you say angikhulumi is a Zulu word, which means I do not speak. So once you say angikhulumi means I do not speak Zulu. So in South Africa, if you do not speak that language, you just say I do not speak in that language, and the language that you said I do not speak in, that means you do not speak that language. So in isiZulu you say angikhulumi which automatically means I do not speak Zulu. If you do not speak Xhosa, you say anditeti, which means I do not speak Xhosa. Agibubi, like so on and so forth. You just like put it blatantly out there that you do not speak it. And then he cannot see us, or she cannot see us. He or she or they cannot see us. Akasiboni, which is also the same in Xhosa. And then can't she play chess? Akakwazi ukudlala chess, which is the same in Xhosa. We will not come late, which means ngeke sifike emva kwesikhathi. Isikhathi is time. Isikhathi is time. Emva is after. And then ngeke means no way. No, we cannot. Sifike is to arrive. So ngeke sifike emveni kwesikhathi, we will not arrive late. And in isiXhosa, isikhathi, which is time, is ixesha. And if you want to say we will come late, sizawufika emveni kwexesha. And if you want to say we're going to be arriving early, sizawufika ngexesha. Sorry, if you want to say we are going to be arriving in time, sizawufika ngexesha. Arriving in time, sizawufika ngexesha. And then if you're going to be arriving early, sizawufika phambi kwexesha. Phambi meaning before, emveni meaning after, nge meaning on. So sizawufika emveni kwexesha, we will arrive after time. And then sizawufika ngexesha, we will arrive in time. Sizawufika phambi kwexesha, we're going to be arriving before time. Okay, that is simply it. And then how, kanjani in both languages. What, ini, which is in Xhosa intoni. And then who, ubani, both languages. Why, ngobani. And then in Xhosa ngoba. And then where, kuphi. And then Xhosa p. And then where do you live? Uhlala kuphi. In Xhosa uhlalapi. And then how much is this? Kuyimalini lokhu. How much is this? Kuyimalini lokhu. In Xhosa yimalini lento. And then can I help you? Ngingakusiza. Can I help you? Ngingakusiza. Can I help you? Ngingakusiza. In Xhosa, can I help you? Ndingakunceda. Can I help you? Ndingakunceda. And then what is your name? Ungubani igama lakho. And now in terms of adverbs, this was what I was looking for. Thank you, Learn 101. When you say now, you say manje. Now, manje. Xhosa ngoku. Manje, Zulu. Xhosa ngoku. Yesterday, izolo, which is the same as Xhosa, but sometimes we say phezolo. And then today, namuhla. Xhosa namhlanje. And then tonight, namuhla ebusuku. In Xhosa, namhlanje ebusuku. Tomorrow kusasa. In Xhosa, ngomso. Sometimes they use kusasa, but tomorrow is ngomso. And then soon, maduze. soon, maduze, then ngokukhawulezileyo in Xhosa, and then quickly ngokushesha, which is still in Xhosa ngokukhawulezileyo, ngesantya okanye ngokukhawulezileyo, and then slowly, kancane, in Xhosa kancinci, and then together, ndawonye, same in Xhosa, very, like a lot, meaning a lot, is kakhulu, which is the same as in Xhosa, almost, ishe, which is the same in Xhosa, always, njalo, which is in Xhosa, kho, meaning always, always, constantly. If you want to say constantly, you say kho. And if you want to say always, kho. Kutheni wasoloko usiza apha kho. Why are you always here? And then we have usually ngokujwayelekile, usually in Xhosa ngesiqhelo. And then sometimes is ngesinye isikhathi in Zulu. In Xhosa ngamanye amaxesha. And then rarely is ngokungavamile, rarely. I'm thinking rarely in Xhosa. What's rarely? I forgot. I don't forget. It's rarely. Like, would you use it in a sentence? I'm trying to see, like, you rarely come here. Awufani, which means sometimes, funny. I'm pretty sure there's another word. It depends on the context. That I'm just trying to use it in a context. But yeah, it would depend on what context you're using it. Awufani kodwa could mean rarely, which means sometimes, rarely. And then never, soze in both languages. And then we have, do you understand me? Which means uyangizwa manje. Ukuzwa is to hear. Ukuzwa is to understand. Manje is more like now. Do you understand me now? Uyangizwa manje. Do you hear me? Do you hear me now? And then in Xhosa you would say uyandiva ngoku. Ukuva is to hear, ngoku meaning now. Uyandiva ngoku, uyangizwa manje. And then I need help immediately. Ngidinga usizo ngokushesha. That is in Zulu. But in Xhosa, ndidinga uncedo ngokukhawulezileyo. I need help immediately. Help, uncedo. Help, usizo in Zulu. She is very intelligent. Ukhaliphe kakhulu. There is a girl who used to be our neighbor. She was not a girl, she was like older than me, so I shouldn't be calling her a girl. There was this lady who was our neighbor. She spoke Zulu and her name was Khalipha. And Khalipha means intelligent, the intelligent one, or intelligence. It's a beautiful Zulu name, Khalipha. And in Xhosa, ukrelekrele kakhulu. Ukuba krelekrele is to be smart. Ukuba krelekrele is to be intelligent. Ukrelekrele kakhulu. Kakhulu means a lot. Ukrelekrele kakhulu, you are very smart, you're very intelligent. Ukrelekrele. Ukhalipha in Xhosa is krelekrele. And then I will always love you. Ngohlala ngikuthanda. I will always love you. Ngohlala ngikuthanda. In Xhosa, ndizohlala ndikuthanda. Ndizohlala ndikuthanda. And then now let's come to personal pronouns. Mina, I. Mina, I. In Xhosa, mna. Mna, mna, I. And then you, wena, wena, wena. Both languages. And then he, yena, she, yena. We do not have gender pronouns in our language. You do not know whether you're talking about a lady or a guy unless you mention their name, and then you know, oh, that's who. But if you're just like referring to somebody, it sounds like you're saying they all the time. They. But we have they for singular and they for plural. And then in the English, person, they is for somebody that you don't know usually, or like collective, or like a lot of people. So yeah. So yena means they, but one person. And then Tina means us. And then bona means they, as in them. Okay. When it comes to possessive pronouns, we have my, okwam, mine, okwam. You can say okwam also in Xhosa, or eyam, which means the thing is mine. Okwam means the things are mine. And then you have yours, okwako, that's yours, which is the same in Xhosa, yours. And then his, okwake, and then hers, still okwake, and then ours, okwetu, and then theirs, okwabo. And then personal pronouns like I am your friend, I am your friend. Ngingumngane wako, ngingumngane wako, I am your friend. Ngingumngane wako. And then you speak very fast. You speak very fast. Ukhuluma usheshisa. Ukhuluma usheshisa. Ukhuluma is to speak in Zulu. And ukusheshisa means fast. Sheshisa, be fast. And then in isiXhosa, you'd say ukuthetha, to speak. Ukhawulezisa is to be fast. Uthetha ukhawulezisa, you speak very fast. Uthetha ukhawulezisa, you speak very, very fast. And then, what else? He has 3 dogs. He has 3 dogs. Unezinja ezintathu. Unezinja ezintathu, which is the same as in the Xhosa language. Inja is a dog. Inja is a dog. Kandatu, 3. She can speak German. Uyakwazi ukukhuluma isiJamani. She can speak German. So uyakwazi ukukhuluma whatever language it is that you say, which means can you speak this language? In isiXhosa uyakwazi ukuthetha, and then the language that you're talking about. And then if you want to say we will not come late. Did I not say these already? I feel like I did. And then if you want to say can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name? Ungangitshela igama lakho. Ungangitshela, ukutshela is to tell. Ungangitshela igama lakho. Ukutshela is to tell. And in isiXhosa you say ungandixelela igama lakho. Ukuxelela is to tell. Khawundixelele igama lakho. Tell me your name. And then I will give you money. I will give you money. Ngizokunikeza imali. Ngizokunikeza. Ukunikeza is to give. Imali. Imali is money. And once again, in isiXhosa, we just like, ukunikeza is such a long word. Let's just throw away alphabets. Just want to get to the punchline. And then it says, Ndizokunika imali. Ndizokunika imali. Or you can still say, Ngizokunikeza imali. Still acceptable, but just shortcut. Ndizokunika imali. Straight to the point. Just like, okay. She wrote him a letter. She wrote him a letter. Umbhalele incwadi. Umbhalele incwadi, which is the same as in isiXhosa. They visited her yesterday. They visited her yesterday, which means bamuvakashele izolo. Bamuvakashele izolo, which is the same as in isiXhosa, but to be exact, you can replace izolo with phezolo. And then you can say, can she help us? Can she help us? Angasisiza. Angasisiza. Can she help us? But if you want to say, can you help us? Ungasisiza. Can she or can he help us? Angasisiza. Can they help us? Bangasisiza. Then isiXhosa, once again, ukusiza, which is to help, is ukunceda. Ungasinceda. Can you help us? Bangasinceda. Can they help us? Angasinceda, can she or he help us? So yeah. He gave them food. He gave them food. Ubanikeze ukudla. Ubanikeze ukudla. In Xhosa, ubanike ukutya. Ubanike ukutya. And then, my name is Maya. Igama lami uMaya. Igama lami uMaya. My name is Maya. Igama lami ndingumaya in Xhosa. My brother lives here. Umfowethu uhlala lapha. Umfowethu uhlala lapha, same as in Xhosa. And then her mother cooks for us. Her mother cooks for us. Umama wakhe uyasiphekela. Umama wakhe uyasiphekela. Probably would have said uma wakhe uyasiphekela. Because like Zulu people use ma. I thought they don't say mama. Thought they don't say mama, and I'm not gonna cut the ma part. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna cut it. Zulu people are gonna come for me like, we don't say ma, we just say ma. Like all the other cultures also say ma. We also say mama. I'm sorry, Zulu people. Okay, please don't come for me, please. I know you guys are so sweet. You probably don't care. Anyway, so yeah. And then it says their house is not far. Umuzi wabo awukho kude. Umuzi wabo awukho kude. Umuzi, once again, we just remove the u because it's making it like umuzi, like long. We just remove the u. Umuzi wabo awukho kude. And then, yeah, I think we have covered enough words for today, and I hope you have learned a thing or two about isiZulu and how similar or different it is from the Xhosa language. The big question I have for you is, if you're not South African, of course, how do you find isiZulu relative to isiXhosa? You've seen my Xhosa videos, and in this video I was doing the comparison between the two languages. Hopefully you're fast asleep by now, but if you still happen to be watching till now, I just want to ask you that question. I know you're probably fast asleep by now. If not, I'm sorry if that was your plan, unless you just stayed up, just like stayed up for you to listen till the end. But if you are watching till now and you've seen my Xhosa lesson videos, or you're not Xhosa or Zulu and you don't quite understand the two languages, now that you've seen the dynamics of the two languages, how do you find them? How do you find them? Do you find them like to be similar, or it's like they kind of like different to you? I would like to hear your thoughts on today's lesson, or can leave any other comment that you want to leave. It's just like a random question that I have for non-Xhosa, non-Zulu speaking people. If when they were listening to this video that they find that the languages are like really similar, or it's like hard for you to get the similarities, but like you get the concept though. Yeah. Also, would you like more Zulu lessons? Or you like, girl, we just want closer. We just want closer. But it's a new year. I just want new beginnings, new things. I'm still closer, of course, forever and always. And you're gonna get closer content as well. I'm just like turning things around here every now and then to just like teach you other like different languages that we have in South Africa, because South Africa is a very diverse country with so many different cultures and traditions, and I just want to explore all of those with you. But I'm still the same Xhosa ASMR. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts, and if you have any video suggestions, I would love to hear those. You can just like drop them down below. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join. Super thanks to become an exclusive member of the channel. That is going to be it for today's video. Yeah, is it a long one? I probably think it is a long one. Anyway, more Zulu? Yes? No? Or you want a different language? Maybe Sutu, Swati, Pedi, Ndebele, Venda. Oh, Venda is so difficult, you guys. Venda is so difficult, and Venda people are like, Xhosa is so difficult. It's because the languages are so different, and it is very difficult for somebody who speaks a different language to learn a language that's not in terms of pronunciation, and that's not similar to what they're used to, which is kind of like interesting for me. And funny enough, just like basics of Xhosa language are similar to the basics of Nihongo, which is why it was like not difficult for me to just learn the basics of Nihongo, because I'm like, yeah, these words are kind of like, just the way you speak is familiar to the way I'm used to speaking, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm done with the babbling, and I'm not really good with outros because I don't know what to say when I'm done with the videos, because you're still listening and still watching, and you should be fast asleep by now, and I should be just like off into the sunset. Is it like dreaming, having beautiful dreams? Okay, what should I say? Are you still up? Why are you still up? Go to sleep. You love indabas, ne? It's indaba. You're very curious. You're very curious being, because I'm thinking the reason why you're still watching, because you're curious. And the reason why you're watching, you want drama, there's no drama. I'm just like, I have to be calm and collected for you to fall asleep. There's nothing to see here. I'm not gonna crack a joke. I'm not a comedian. So just might as well go to sleep, because I'm just a serious being who seriously, I love and appreciate you so much. And if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to the Xhosa gang. I hope you will join us next time again and become, our family member. The more the merrier. We love new people here, so I hope you had lots of fun on my channel, and you like what you saw, and you'll come back for more. Yeah. And if you're not subscribed but you keep coming, you know what? A lot of people like, subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, honey. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. The fact that you're even coming back, constantly coming back, means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Let me just call it a video. Okay. What a weird and long outro. I'm probably gonna cut this. Maybe not. I don't know. behind the scenes, and I always wanted to like do the bloppers kind of video, but every time I edit, I just edit and then I throw it in the dustbin, throw it in the dustbin after uploading it, to create space for more content. So the silly things I do up somewhere in the bin. Anyway, I'm done babbling, for real. And I hope you're having a great day or night, wherever you are in the world. I will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to write your suggestions for a video that you would like to see in the future, and whatnot. I'm out. I will catch you on the next one. I think I should stop filming at night, because I should probably be sleeping right now, but I'm busy filming because I couldn't film during daytime because my family was all up and we were all interacting with one another, and now they're sleeping and I'm out here making videos for you, and it's so peaceful and quiet. Good night Midnana. Ngithanda nonke emakhaya. Ndibona kuthobelisayo, ndibona xesha lizayo, ndimkile.